Here you are, banged up till kingdom come. All sorts of promises being made. Are they going to keep them? Must have crossed your mind. It's times like this, even the old Bill seems like a friendly option.
You've been reading Gone with the Wind. Does that account for the verbal diarrhea? No wonder you're a grass.
I'll leave you to it then if you prefer your own company. Just don't let it get to you, Den. Don't weaken. You'll end up toppling yourself.
What do you want?
Well, this is a public venue, isn't it?
Then buy a drink.
I won't say no.
Very well.
Been chatting to our mutual friend again.
We don't have any mutual friends.
What, not even Denny Boy?
Told you before, Mr. Watson, I merely worked here together. Nothing more.
He'll be very sorry to hear that. Such a lot of good things to say about you.
I'm not flattered.
Maybe not. I don't drink lemonade.
That's all you're getting. You're on duty.
Anyway, he's still being very helpful. It's amazing what the Nick does to a man's confidence. We're building up quite a nice little picture. Some very interesting names coming into the frame. You'd be surprised.
So we can be expecting a lot of arrests soon, can we?
It's beginning to look that way.
Our neighbourhood watch will be pleased.
And what about you?
I think you're just chancing your arm. I think the pressure's on you to get results. I think you'll soon be back in uniform on the beat. I'm looking forward to it. It'll suit you.
Mr. West.
Bradley.
Have a nice day, Mr. West.
You too, Bradley.
What did he want?
Does he ever want just chancing his arm?
Yeah, well, that's his job, isn't it?
What are you doing?
Spot of game keeping for Mr. Mantle.
What's wrong now?
Got a poacher on the turf. I'm just waiting for him to turn up so I can encourage him to limp off.
About your level.
I've got all sorts of levels.
Most of them subterranean.
What?
Oh, go away and use your fists.
Some people could do with a good hiding. Do you know, Joanne? Sometimes I think we made a mistake having poor old Den beaten up.
For once, I'm inclined to agree with you. It's just been crossing my mind. Mr. Mantell might have been a little bit hasty there. I might have a word with Mr. Vinicum.
Sorry, just seen a rabbit.
You're early. What's up?
I gather you've been to see Mr. Vinicum.
Have I?
About Mr. Watts.
Ah.
I don't like it. It's not your place to go over my head.
I merely felt the facts needed checking.
I checked the facts.
Listen to West, you mean?
Certainly I listened to West.
Well, maybe you should have listened to Pat Wicks as well.
Pat Wicks?
Yes, because Pat Wicks knows Den Watts better than any of us, and she says there's no way Den would have talked, and I'm inclined to agree with her.
I see. And she wouldn't be biased, now would she?
And neither would Brain of Britain Detective Sergeant West, I suppose. Has it ever occurred to you, Gregory, that he may have been setting us up, that us having Den beaten up might have been just what he wanted?
Little Westy is not that subtle.
I don't believe Den told West anything. I think you had him knocked about for nothing, and I find that unforgivable.
Don't interfere with things that do not concern you.
We'll find out who's right later today, shan't we, after Mr. Vinicum's golf match? He's playing golf with Spicer and Spicer's deputy this afternoon. So then we'll know the truth straight from the horse's mouth, won't we?
And I've just seen Mr. Mantle, and I get the distinct impression you've hurt his feelings.
Yes?
He reckons you shouldn't poke your nose in, and he also reckons Den's none of your business now he's inside.
Anything to do with this wine bar is my business. Mr. Mantell ought not to be so sensitive.
Don't like him much, do you?
Personal feelings don't come into it. Let's just say I don't like his style, and I don't respect his judgment. And I don't like the way he runs our finances either.
How do you mean?
Never you mind. Let's just say there are debts.
Yeah.
Morning, all.
Morning, Sergeant West. Not back in uniform yet, I see.
No, as a matter of fact, I'm just on my way to visit a mutual friend again.
Again? Well. It's nice, isn't it?
Excuse me. I'm looking for this address. Albert Square.
Oh, it's just down there. You can't miss it.
First left up Bridge Street. Thanks very much.
How's hunting, are you?
Yeah.
Amazing, isn't it? All these people flocking in, trying to buy houses around here. I mean, why anyone would want to live in Walford beats me.
It's a bit of a rough old area, sir. That's what he means.
No, I wouldn't live here, not if you paid me.
Well, thanks for your advice.
All right, Hamilton, get your kit together. We're going on a little journey.
What's up, Gov?
No questions, just do as you're told.
But what have I done?
Deaf as well as stupid. Get your kit together and follow me. Move it!
Well, who's been a naughty boy, then? Have to keep our den company, is he?
Shut it, Queenie.
Well, looks like this is goodbye, old darling.
Like Lonsdale.
Who's he?
Criticos.
Who's he?
You could end up in a minority of one, Den. Little songbirds are dropping out of trees all over the place.
Who says so?
Says me, young Watts. You're in no position to prove anything to the contrary.
You're winding me up.
Oh, from what I've heard, everybody does that to you, Den. Sort of friends you got, you don't need enemies. You know what I can't work out? Of course I might be thick. Is what you got to lose. Well, there's nothing you can win, that's for sure. This whole business could be cleared up in 5 minutes flat.
If I spill the beans. You know how many thous are in the Bible? 7,226. That was all I counted and I hadn't finished. One night I panicked. I couldn't remember the number, so I got out of bed and I checked again. And you know something? I came to exactly the same number. 7,226.
Very satisfying. The job's worth doing, it's worth doing well.
7,226 and still counting.
What about Floyd?
Is that Floyd as in Porthos, Athos, Aramis?
Yes, Lonsdale and Criticos, he could be.
Floyd. Yeah, there was a Floyd came in a wine bar. Big guy, did a lot of bunning. Everybody knew him. Drove a flash car, a Jag or something. Bookmaker. Would that be his business?
Sounds like Mr. Floyd to a T.
I'm winding you up, Westy. Floyd, I know, wouldn't be seen dead in a wine bar. He's short, wiry, like a ferret. Rides a bike, works for the council, parks department.
Oh, well, never mind. Better luck next time, eh?
Look, Governor, I ain't done nothing. I ain't gone on voluntary neither. What's this all about?
You've been whisked away, old son. Out of harm's way. Where you can't pollute the atmosphere except amongst your own type. Is this beginning to make sense?
I don't know what you're on about, honest.
Well, let me put it this way. Little Dickie Bird's been whispering certain things in my ear. Certain things about how potentially dangerous you are.
I wouldn't hurt a fly. I'm not that sort of bloke.
Oh, you're not that sort of bloke, eh?
You know that. Always keep my nose clean.
It's not your nose I'm bothered about. I mean, there's clean and there's clean, isn't there? Be pulling all their legs, ain't you? Big macho Vic with a dirt track mind. Randy little geezer and get any conversation around on the subject of sex in 2 seconds flat. Bird in this town, bird in that. You flash git, you get stum about your little venture into fairyland now, didn't you?
I'm as straight as a die.
That's so!
I'm as normal as you are, scumbag.
Been injecting yourself intravenously then, is that it? I think you're a bit too, how shall I put it, high risk for civilised society.
The probation officer's been having words with you, hasn't he?
Really? Prove that, can you?
Bloody grass.
From the day you first arrived in reception, did the MO give you a lecture about the AIDS virus? Asked if you wanted a test? Well, I'm asking you the same question. Voluntary, though, no pressure. And while you're thinking about it, I'm locking you up and leaving you a light on. Till you come up with the answer yes.
How was the house hunting?
Oh, difficult to say. I saw 8 properties and made offers on a couple, so we'll just have to wait and see.
A man in a hurry.
Yeah, it's an interesting area.
Depends what you call interesting.
Mind if I join you?
Not at all. Drink?
No, thanks.
Oh, well, cheers.
Cheers.
I'm not normally much of a drinking man either, but tonight I'm celebrating.
Yeah?
Yes, a highly successful day.
Oh, yeah?
With our friend out at Dickens Hill.
Is that so?
I've got him right there, just where I want him. I can get what I want when I want. In short, he is about to crack. It's just a question of knowing when to strike, of course. Catching your man when his defences are down. Question of psychology.
Interesting subject, psychology.
It is indeed.
I've often thought of taking it out myself. What, did you hear that, Joanne? Your ex-barman's cracking up, the gentleman says, all on account of psychology.
Squealing like a little piggy porker.
Well, what a clever policeman.
By the way, Sergeant West, perhaps I should introduce myself. Detective Inspector Ashley. Oh, I'm sorry, maybe you haven't been told yet. I'm your new boss. I'll take over the CID at Wolford in a month's time. So I dare say we'll be seeing a lot of each other.
So the heat's off then, because your boss has discovered what I've been saying all along. He ain't the grass, right?
Right.
Well, why come to me?
Because I know how much you care about him. I wanted to set your mind at rest.
Try again.
Okay. Because if I didn't, then Joanne would have. And these days she's liable to say too much.
Yeah, that's more like it. So Dan's off the hook?
That's right. All's well that ends well.
Not quite. No, Mr. Mantell. A man's been given a dose of GBH because you got it wrong. What you going to do about it?
Well, short of putting the clocks back, there's nothing I can do. I understand the broken bone's healing nicely, though. It should only be a matter of time before he's back to normal.
Except it won't be, will it? Because thanks to you, every man in that nick thinks Den has squealed, don't they?
It'll blow over.
Not unless you help it to. Should have given a message to all and sundry at Dickens Hill that Den is in the clear, right?
All right, Mrs. Wicks, let's keep calm, shall we?
And if you don't, if I hear that Den's had any more aggro, I'll blow the gaff on everything. The old bloody shooting match. Don't forget I got that letter at the solicitors to back me up. So it's up to you, Mr. Mantell. You got it wrong. It's up to you to clear it up.
Seen Vic on your travels? Remember Victor? Frog marched him away. Thought he might be in your neck of the woods.
Well, he's not.
There.
Oh, what's all this in aid of? Normally you gob in it. You stick your dirty little fingernails in it.
My fingernails are immaculate, obvious sign of a lady.
I dread to think what's in it today. Poisoned, is it?
No, I've been trying to get the kitchens to experiment with Nouvelle cuisine, but it's an uphill struggle.
So why are you being friendly? Someone proposed marriage to you?
Now listen very carefully. I'm only going to say this once. We were wrong. You're off the hook. They know you didn't grasp. Somebody put in a good word for you. Seems like you weren't a naughty boy after all. Looks like the body beautiful was blemished for no reason. Straight up, Dennis, you're in a clear. So now you can wave 2 fingers at Sergeant West when he visits you this morning. Seems like a nice boy.
Hey, look, I've just seen here. I didn't give him down with his driving lessons, eh?
Yeah, sure, any time you'd only got to ask. Look, Kat, I was thinking, what don't mean you go to pictures tonight? Kat, we haven't done it for ages.
Oh, I can't tonight. I've got Sharon and Michelle coming there. I've got lots of sewing up to do.
Sharon.
Look, don't be like that. I've got to get on top of it all, and I've got the Christmas rush coming up. Why don't you go and see a movie? It's a good idea. You don't want to sit around with a lot of women nattering on, do you?
Morning, sir. Not letting the grass grow under your feet, I see.
Don't believe in it, as you'll find out.
Thought you university types didn't go in for these old-fashioned methods of surveillance.
Our well-trained mind uses everything. Any developments?
I'm just on my way to Dickens Hill to see Dennis Watson.
Good. I'll expect a full report on my desk. I'll be taking over the station next week.
Right, sir.
And I shall be taking charge of this case personally.
Yes, sir.
It seems the firm's been getting away with it around here for far too long. I think it's time we stepped up the pressure, don't you?
You've missed breakfast. Someone must have forgotten about you. Anyway, they haven't had time to put your number on your special plate yet. So what's it to be? Have you tested this morning, or do you want to sweat it out for another 24 hours? Do you want my advice?
I want to speak to someone first.
A chaplain, is it? You should have gone to see him in the first place. They really do keep their mouths shut. Test first, then a shoulder to cry on. Hey? Come on, take your medicine like a big boy.
What's police visit this having you?
Give Detective Sergeant West a message for me, would you please, Mr. Crane? 2 words.
Very much for letting me know Den's off the hook, Joanne. But I've already heard the news from the organ grinder, so I don't need to deal with the monkey no more.
Oi, over here. I've been waiting ages.
You might be a copper, but they don't give you no priorities in this borough. Yes, Pete. What was I, my love?
Vic Hampton was in your wing, wasn't he?
You're the second person to mention his name today. What about him?
Had his test this morning.
What sort of test?
It's the only other kind of test these days.
Oh, I wonder if Queenie knows about it.
I wouldn't bother Queenie. Don't get close to no one, know what I mean? Only fancies herself.
Something, this is driving me mad.
When's it come off?
This afternoon, and I can't wait.
What's the matter? You'll very nearly treat me like a human being today. Normally I feel like something a cat dragged in.
Well, it's the part of the ways, old son, isn't it? I'm asking to go back. So from now on, I'll be doing my exercise in a different location.
I feel, are you? Could have told you that days ago if you'd asked.
So you're going to have to find someone else to annoy, aren't you?
You'll do it one day. Grass. Maybe you've already done it. Nearly. It's a big temptation. Seems like the firm let you off the hook just in time. Seeing as you've been gentlemanly enough to keep me company for the past 3 weeks, I'm going to do you a favour. Means grassing, of course, but then I can't help myself, can I? Lonsdale, Lloyd, Criticus, and plenty of others are all owed by the firm seat, and I'm not talking about 30 bob for the tea money. It seems like your bosses are bad payers, and it's getting up a lot of people's noses. Any minute now, someone's going to start squealing. I'll speak as an expert.
Took your time, didn't you?
Not for the trouble you got to serve a friend of mine into. You're lucky to get served in this bar at all.
Not exactly welcome with the bar staff in here, are you?
She knows more than she's letting on, that one. Do you want me to make the introductions?
No, I'll do that at my own good time. However, I wouldn't say no to a double scotch.
Place hasn't changed much.
You give me notice of your application, and I'll have the flags on bunting out to welcome you back.
I'll survive.
So what brought on this sudden change of heart? Who told you it was safe to return to the zoo?
Got the wrong end of the stick. I just wanted a breath of fresh air. I was never in any danger.
You could have fooled me.
So what's been going on then? Princess Di visited, has she? Who's come? Who's gone? Have I got my old job back on the hot plate?
Just the same as ever was. Just need you lading out the match again. Seem like home.
Hello, stranger.
Welcome back.
Miss me?
Been quiet.
Yeah, no doubt it suited you. Nothing to interfere with your all-day kit. I'd have thought you moved a new cellmate in by now.
Better the devil you know.
Yeah, listen. Thanks for helping me out. I appreciate it. Sorry you got in a bother, though.
One night down the block didn't kill me. Nearly did you, though.
I'm still here to tell the tale. Have you sorted him out for those towels yet?
Not yet.
Whatever happened to the famous Barnsley temper?
Simmering away nicely. And he knows it. Made him sweat a bit. He's done it enough to other people.
Yeah.
And what about you? You've got a few scores to settle, too.
Don't worry about me. I intend sorting it all out. So how comes young Vic's been wished off the wing then, eh? Been a naughty boy, has he?
I'm like the wise monkeys, Watts. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, all right?
That bad, eh? Well, it's got to be serious, isn't it?
Just get on with your job.
Oi! You do that once more, and I'm going to pour a gallon of gravy down your petrols.
So your holiday hasn't improved your manners, any?
You and me's going to have to have words soon, so put it in your diary.
Don't start harbouring grudges, Dennis. It's over. Forget it.
Thanks for sticking up for me.
Don't let it go to your head. Been too much senseless violence in this place as it is.
What?
Oh, don't tell me I'm going to get another yoghurt. This really is my lucky day.
Now forget about the accountant. There's enough rumours flying around as it is.
Oh, yeah?
He's sick, that's all.
Oh, we'll fit in very well in here then, eh? Oh, it has got to be serious.
Who says?
Stands to reason, doesn't it? You blokes should dish out aspirin water for anything from Asian flu to a broken leg. If he's been wished off the landing, then you've got to start a Legionnaire's disease and work upwards.
I told you to forget about it.
I'm innocent until proved guilty. Not content with banging up my body. You want to stick my mind in solitary?
What?
Nothing, Governor. I'm just getting...
The Yellow Plate Brigade.
Oh, Vic never struck me as a fairy, nor a junkie.
Maybe Queen has been rumping him.
Nah, he's got to be in the clear, otherwise he'd be down here and all. No wonder Stone wanted it kept quiet.
That scumbag Crane isn't so sensitive. He's had that cell scrubbed from top to bottom.
I want to work there.
Oh, yeah?
You pop round my cell later.
You got something to say, you say it. Me and Barnsley haven't got any secrets. He's got as much reason as I have for paying you back.
I didn't have any choice. I didn't want you worked over. After what you did for my missus. We're mates.
As if what you do to your mates are like to be your enemy.
I was acting under orders. I'll make it up to you then, honest I will.
Oh, you're going to get me a better job, are you? Governor's tea boy? Because it's got to be as good as that.
It will be.
And don't forget Barnsley here.
No, no, Den. I don't want a job.
Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting. You don't want nothing to interrupt your all-day kip, do you? So you're going to have to make it up to him some other way. I know it was the old bill that fit me up, but someone here helped, all right? And I'm sure the firm would like to find out who that was, and so would I. So that's your second job.
This isn't giving it, Sunliners.
What's all that about?
Oh, sorry. Deaf, dumb and blind since I worked here. That's what they call an occupational hazard.
You said to come and see you after work.
Yeah, it's about your dad.
Oh, look, I've told you
Oh, right,
before.
Sharon, but I thought you ought to know. He's off the hook.
You mean they've dropped the charges?
Not with the police, for the firm.
Oh.
That might be better in the long run, believe me. I don't know the details. Just he seems out of the frame.
Well, good for him.
Sharon!
Well, what do you expect me to do? Go out and celebrate?
Yeah, why not? Come through and have a drink for your daddy. Would it be good right now?
God, what we settle for.
What's wrong with you, Sharon?
Look, a few weeks ago, Pat, if anyone told me that my dad was going to be in prison for Christmas, well, and now I'm supposed to be over the moon because some trumped-up charges finally turned out to be the lie we always knew it was anyway. Well, thanks for that, Pat. But there's only one good bit of news I want, and that is Dad out of Dickinsville, back here on the square, and this old blasted nightmare over and done with.
Oh, look at that.
Wouldn't crawl over her to get to you.
Barnesy, if you were to crawl over anybody, they'd have to post them afterwards underneath the door.
We'd have a lot of fun on the way in her case. Well, maybe that's one of the perks we can get the #1 to arrange for you.
Oh, a chance would be a fine thing.
Look, Dan, you don't think we're sticking our necks out too far with him, do you? I mean, I'd hate him to organise another lynch party.
I know what I'm doing.
Well, I reckon he's up to something.
Don't worry, I can handle it. Anyway, you going to watch the movie this afternoon or what?
Might as well, got nothing else to do. No visits. Doesn't look to me as though it's the weather for a picnic.
Oh, that's a shame. I already booked the Arrow Damper.
Well, whatever it is, he looks pretty pleased with himself.
I told you I can handle it. He's just running scared, that's all. The firm know I'm not a grasser very soon. What do you think to it so far?
Shush, will ya? I reckon I'll go back to Peter for a kiss.
What's the matter with This is the sort of thing they write letters 9 times about, you know? Women living the life of luxury.
Your solicitor's waiting to see you.
Champagne.
Good news. Fresh evidence.
More like fresh charges.
Come on.
You deaf, Watts?
I'm coming, Mr. Crane. I'm coming.
Looking fine after your misunderstanding.
Is that what you call it? Any more misunderstandings like that, and I'm liable to pop my clogs.
It won't happen again. It's all been sorted.
It better be.
Mr. Vinnicum doesn't want you worrying about anything.
Oh, how considerate. I doubt very much he even knows who I am.
Oh, he knows who you are. You've cost him enough already.
He's getting good value for money, talking of which.
No.
Hey?
You're not getting any more up front, so don't bother to ask.
I'm banged up inside here. I get half killed for
You
something.
had 10 grand already. You said you needed that for your daughter. Now, who's short of cash now, Granny? Second cousin twice removed?
How about some compensation for the little misunderstanding?
You'll get your money as agreed when you get out. Now, can we get on? I don't want to spend any more time in here than I have to.
Well, you're lucky to have the choice.
Now, the police don't seem to be getting very far with the Morocco trip or the laundering.
Oh, that's a relief.
Which just leaves the arson to worry about. You're looking at 3 to 5, unless they want to play it nasty. Say you were after Wilmot Brown.
Well, like attempted murder. Listen, when I agreed to this lot, I had no intention of passing away in it.
Exactly. Which is why I think we ought to consider a change of plea. Well, it would save the state money on the trial, and I think the prosecution would be happier with a guaranteed result.
And so will Mr. V. It means he doesn't have to pay anything out for at least 2 years.
It's in your interest too, Mr. Watts.
Might even get a bit of sympathy. Moment of passion. All for my best pal's wife.
Well, I think we'll leave the impassioned pleas to the barrister, but yes, that's the idea. Well, at the time it seemed like a sort of natural justice, but you had time to think, and you realise you were wrong, and you're very sorry.
So when am I supposed to make up my mind about this then?
Plenty of time. You might as well have as much of your sentence as you can the easy way.
Buy it.
I don't know. No, I suppose she does know what she's doing.
Maybe. You could walk out of that court a free man. Can't tell with juries.
And on the other hand, we know the prosecution has settled for this. I could get lumbered with a dozen hanger and flogger merchants who think that I did try and kill poor little Virgil.
Talking of killing people, look who's here.
Hello, lads. Oh, what we're selling this week? Tickets for the big fight?
Oh, better than that. I'm going out next week.
Oh, that is good news.
Mind, that doesn't leave us much time to settle up.
I'm going to court. I reckon 3 years, minimum.
My heart bleeds for you.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, that leaves a little vacancy for the #1 on this landing. Now, I've been having a little word. My suggestions haven't fallen on deaf ears.
Oh, how thoughtful of you.
Have it made. Easy street.
How about Barnesy here?
Well, once you're #1, you'll be able to look after him. What do you say? We mates?
Well, it's a start, but when you find out who's been talking to the law in here, then maybe, just maybe, we'll call it quits. Ta-da, John.
What are you doing here?
I've just had the bogies breathing down my neck.
And you come straight round here?
I thought you might like to know. Geezer comes up to me in the Vic, says his name's Ashley, Detective Inspector. Starts asking questions about fish.
Big fish or little fish?
Ah, you know him. Routine stuff about dope wasn't me he was after.
No, but in the circumstances, our association better end right now.
I can't say it's been a pleasure. D.I. Ashley, smart bloke going places. He wants the whole lot. Wouldn't surprise me if he got it.
It's the run-up to Christmas. I wouldn't ask at such short notice, Pauline, only we're getting busy already, believe it or not.
It's all right, don't mind.
Oh, Tar.
Well, to be honest, I need the money.
Yeah, don't we all?
Yeah, no one enjoys a big Christmas more than me.
Until the bills come in, eh?
That's true.
There. Well, what do you think, eh?
I think it looks very nice.
Do you mean that?
It's lovely.
Yeah, it'll do. Here, Pauline, give us a pinch, eh?
What?
Just want to make sure I ain't dreaming.
Silly you.
You want a drink?
Yeah, go on then, have orange juice.
Oh, will you be sending your Ian later?
He's not my Ian.
Well, if you do, just ask him to pop over, will you? I want to ask him a favour.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, hello, love, your usual.
Oh, Carl from Dennis?
Yeah, something like that.
That's nice.
Ah, so this girl be mine, eh? The Harrods of Bewing.
Don't knock it, Dan. It's a nice little number.
Oh, the meek shall inherit the earth.
I wouldn't exactly call you meek.
How about that? Because that's what it nearly was a couple of weeks ago, and that was down to you. It's all over.
Yeah, so you tell me, but I'm still not satisfied. OK, the bill will laugh at me. I don't care. That's what I'm being paid for. But someone here helped him. I want to know who. Seemed to me there weren't that many people who knew what was going on. You didn't.
Do that. Convince me. Look, the phone's been good to me and to you. I'm just taking care of their interest in you, that's all.
What's in it? I'm a good boy.
That's one of the things. The world doesn't begin and end with you, Dan. I'm just like a caretaker, making sure that things go nice and smoothly. That stands to reason. I don't want all that aggro.
So what went wrong?
Later, Queenie, I'm busy.
So I see.
You heard the man. On your bike.
That takes everything in. God, I should have known it cuts both ways.
Oh, so you've been mouthing off in front of him, have you? Oh, you always did want to be big time, didn't you? And now he's doing it in front of the old Bill. You've set off a time on there, Johnny. There's one or two people I know ain't gonna be too pleased about that.
Still exercising the body beautiful, Queenie?
Got to keep fit.
I'd practice your running if I were you, Queenie.
Look, why don't you elbow all this macho crap? Life's too short. You've got what you wanted.
That right?
You're on a cushy number, Dennis. I know all about it.
If you want to stay healthy, you know nothing.
That's where you're wrong. It's all those facts and figures stored away in your brain that are your passport to survival. OK, you two can get back at me, but where that going to get you, eh? 30-second satisfaction? Like sex, really?
Speak for yourself.
I can help you, Dennis. What I've got in here. You don't want to be just another puppet for the Finicums or the law or the Screws, just pulling strings.
You reckon?
Think about it.
Why don't you lads go and play ball? I want to talk to Watts.
Don't tell me you found another consignment of illicit towels, Mr. Crane.
Don't get cheeky, Barnes, and you can find yourself down the block again.
Come on, sweetie. Let's leave these two lovebirds to their tete-a-tete.
The name was suggested as possible #1 when Harris leaves.
Oh, that is a turn up for the book. And I thought you people didn't care about me.
I can't say I was too keen on the idea at first. It always struck me as a bit of a troublemaker.
Who, me?
If someone thought you'd learned your lesson.
But you're not convinced.
I took responsibility once. I want to touch you. I don't like anyone who makes waves. What you lot do to each other is your own business. Things that don't get out of hand. If anyone ever touches a screw.
Yeah, I know. They're dead. Yeah, thanks, Mr. Crane.
Second drugs. You've got a good record here. Some place I've worked at been worse than late-night chemist in Piccadilly. I ain't having that here. First sign of it, I'm down like a ton of bricks.
Oh, there you are then, eh? Me and you have something in common. I've got a young daughter at home. Anyone put her on drugs, I'd kill her.
Good. So I can expect your help on that one at least.
You ain't asking me to grasp my mates, eh?
I'm talking responsibility, Watts. Cooperation. After all, that's what makes the world go round.
Love the Christmas tree.
Will you be wanting something to eat, sir?
Yes, very nice.
We met before. You were looking
Maybe
for a...
we did.
I'm sure it was you. You asked me the way to the square.
Fine memory, Miss Francis. Detective Inspector Ashley.
Ah.
Walford CID. Thought I'd introduce myself.
Joanne Francis.
I know.
Drink?
No, thanks. Not what you might call a social call. I don't mix duty and pleasure. I'm sure you'll understand.
What can I do for you, Inspector?
You're famous, did you know?
Famous?
Oh, yes. Round and about, here and there, rumours. Rumours about you, rumours about this place. I'm surprised your ears aren't cooking the tales I've been told about what
This
goes on
is a
here.
respectable establishment, Inspector.
Is it really? Well, well, well.
If you're trying to insinuate...
Insinuate? Now, there's a nasty word.
What exactly are you trying to say, Inspector?
What I'm trying to say exactly, Miss Francis, is that I don't like what I've heard about this respectable establishment.
Envy will always be the father of gossip and rumour.
I presume you would like to keep your licence.
Of course.
I'll be straight with you, Miss Francis. I don't like illegal gambling. I don't like after-hours drinking. I don't like drug pushing. I don't even like delivery vans parked for 5 minutes on double yellow lines. First news I get of anything that will stick, and I'll be pushing to get your licence rescinded. I trust I make myself clear.
Bristol?
Quite simple, really. I don't like trouble on my patch. Small trouble nor big trouble. And the bigger the trouble, the less I like it. You know what they say about new brooms.
They're reputed to sweep clean.
Correct.
I'll bear it.
It's brilliant, isn't it, Sharon?
Your dad thought you'd like him after he said your old telly giving up the ghost.
I think we've got a new video. Is it brilliant?
I'm to say it's from him to all at the flat to wish you happy Christmas.
We'll have to get you some cartoons now, won't we, darling?
I don't want them.
What?
Sorry, Pat, you'll have to take them away.
But it's your Christmas present from your dad.
I don't want them.
Well, I suppose you could take them back to the shop and exchange them for something else, but your dad thought you'd like them.
We need a new telly, Sharon.
I don't think you'll get your money back. You could try, but I've got the receipts here somewhere.
Receipts? You mean you paid for them?
Well, then we weren't giving them away, Sharon.
Oh, I see.
Well, you didn't think they were stolen, did you?
No. Well, maybe. Oh, Pat, look, I'm really sorry.
Sharon, you know me, straight as the driven snow or whatever.
Yeah, well, they're great.
Good choice?
Yeah, brilliant.
Well, the instructions are here somewhere.
Look, girls, I don't want to rush you or nothing, but like, I need to know if you're definitely on for Christmas.
Ah.
Oh, you haven't changed your minds, have you?
Not exactly.
It's Vicky.
Look, she's my daughter. I want to spend Christmas Day with her.
Great.
Well, if I could bring her with me...
What, then you do it?
Well, I can't think of a better way of spending Christmas than lining our pockets, can you, Sharon?
Who likes turkey anyway?
Yeah, right. Look, I'll see what I can do, all right? Leave it with me.
Here they are. Let's see if we can make sense of this lot, eh?
So you're going to take it on, then?
I reckon so, yeah.
I think you're making a mistake.
Oh, yeah?
You're your own man, Den. You don't need it.
I'll still be the same bloke. It won't change me.
You are. Really wiping your bum. Crane expecting you to jump every time he whistles. Ha ha.
It won't be like that.
What do we used to call Harris? Crane's poodle. And it was worse than that because the firm had him on a lead. And now it's your turn.
If that's the way they think it's going to be, that suits me fine. Because all I'm going to do is carry on as usual, looking after number one.
I just hope you know what you're taking on.
Don't worry about me, mate. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Well, chaps, today's the day.
And what day is that? Queen's birthday, opening of Parliament.
When 12 just men and true pass judgment on me.
Oh, Mr. V not going to nobble a jury for you?
Oh, that's not for the likes of me, Dennis. I've got to take what's coming to me.
What do you want, Harris?
Just came to say goodbye, Barnesy.
If I were you, I'd have waited until they collected up the razor blades.
No, don't be like that.
You've said your goodbyes, now push off.
Aren't you going to wish me luck?
Are you following me?
No, I just arrived at the same time. Sheer coincidence.
What is it?
Walford Haulage. They're registered officer at this address.
That is right.
One of the trucks in the square, it's been grounded.
What's that mean?
It can't go on the road. Fined, tied down.
Why?
We've been checking the treads. The rear left is 2 millimetres out. It may seem a small thing, but out of true is out of true, and I'm a stickler for detail, especially if it's illegal.
Tire treads. I'd have thought you had more important ways of filling your days. There's been one of your cars parked outside my bar for 2 days now. What are they checking? Parking on double yellow lines?
Just general surveillance, Miss Francis.
All packed and ready to go?
Yeah, just about.
You better get down there. And get ready for a stock take. You never know what Johnny Harris might have left lying about.
Meaning?
You're taking over the rest of his operation. You might find a few mucky deals that you hadn't thought of.
I've already told you. I'm going to do it, Mark.
We'll see.
Don't waste too much time moving in.
Do it yourself job. Pickfords couldn't make it.
Don't forget a little chat once.
Fancy me, old mate. What can I get you? Vodka, aftershave, tickets for the Phantom of the Opera?
It's a social visit.
Oh, I thought me and you had fallen out.
No, it's, well, at first sight, it seems as though I might owe you an apology.
Well, you should learn to trust me a bit more.
Well, maybe I should, but there's a new batch coming in tonight. Got my new cellmate.
Oh, it was something to look forward to, wasn't it?
No, I don't like change. I got used to you, Den.
Well, at least you give your vocal cords a rest. The way you've been getting chatty lately, you're in danger of ending up with laryngitis. I suppose the new cellmate will be getting the silent treatment.
Till I got him sussed. And if I don't like
You're splattering all around the walls. You know something, Barnesy? You have a real good way of making people feel very welcome.
Right, this is your new gaff. Hello, Barnesy. Got your new cellmate. Sure you'll make him welcome. Oi, move it!
Evening. I'm Nick Cotton.
Evening, Mr. Osmond. I'm surprised to see you in here. No, of course, we never run a slate in this part.
Oh, funny. All right?
Have a nice evening, gentlemen.
You do know there's a cop car sussing around outside the place?
It's been there all day. I think this Detective Inspector Ashley, being a bit of a new boy around here, wants to make an impression.
Yeah, we'd like details of all the trips of my driver that was nicked.
Like that one that done us over?
Yeah, and this new DI thinks it was all tidied up too quickly.
Why was that?
But he thinks there's more people involved.
Yeah, that Ashley bloke's a fisherman. Well, you wouldn't believe the fell bill go fishing, would you?
Yeah, well, I reckon after some pretty big fish this time round.
It's... Yeah, I'll tell you what, Al, I've got to be making tracks.
No, come on, Pete, one more, eh? Unless you got the old missus waiting for you at home, eh?
My Kathy, she's a wonderful woman, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you something else. You can't have two first violins in the same band, do you know that?
Unless it's a brass band, Pete.
Nice one, Al, nice one.
Come along, boys, it's time to go home.
Come on, Vega, we've been good, haven't we? One more for the moment, eh?
I need my beauty sleep. Out.
Come on, Pete. Let her have her beauty sleep.
See you later, mate. You better not to sue the baby, all right? Be lucky.
Next, a young John Nettles is the maverick Channel Island crime fighter. The Jersey cop, Jim Bergerac. After the break, here on Drama.